Oven party people, wagwan. A lot of baby. Fuck. A lot of baby here. You know what I'm saying? Check me out. So I'm hopping on here just because I actually have something to say. So today I was at work and my boss was like, "Yo, I do a type of construction. I be fucking with pools. I be in the bitch." So like my boss was like, "Hey, you gonna have to do this and this today, but it's okay because you got these two dudes that are gonna come help you. We hired two new people, yay, you know." So so the two people that came to work didn't speak a word of English. I don't speak Spanish, which more on that later. But they're from Guatemala and they didn't speak like, oh, I mean they we figured it out, but they did not speak English. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't speak Spanish. I know a few words, and I probably don't even use them absolutely right. But we're going through the day and shit, and it, like my whole crew was together, but like half the crew ran to another job to get that started for tomorrow. So, and I was left to finish this job, and my boss was like, "Yo, I'm gonna leave you these two dudes that can't understand you." And when it first happened, I was like, "Man, I got so much shit to do here." That's like you telling me I'm leaving you at a job with 8 guys, but they only got 4 arms between them. What the fuck am I gonna do? Like, it takes me longer to explain than it does to do it, you know. And that's how I felt at first, because it's hot. I'm out here, but I'm doing this shit, and I'm going. You could tell if these dudes wanted to work. You know what I mean? Or maybe they didn't know what was going on and they felt I need to keep working so I don't lose my job. I get it, more on that later. But it's like there came a point during the day where I had I don't know, a reflection, or I was able to empathy, something. I was able to empathy. Yo, listen, real shit. Like, here's what happened. They don't speak no English. And I'm doing my job, and it's not the type of job that you work from this time to that time, you can go home. Like, this is your job. When you're done, you go home. Now, you could finish that quick, or you could fucking sit there for a long time, right? Now, it's like, hey, when you think it's a job for one person, but now I got three, we're going to finish it 3 times quicker and be out. But I was left with two people who did not speak any English between the two of them. And then I was supposed to basically, and they were brand new. I was supposed to train them in a different language. You know what I mean? And at first, I was frustrated. I was mad. I wouldn't even say mad. I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I'm trying to knock this out and go home." But then I started doing part of the job, and I could see that they weren't fucking off. They weren't on their phones. They was watching me, even though they couldn't understand me, and they were like, "I get it," and they were then trying to take the tools out of my hand. And at first I was like, so I'm supposed to be sitting around just looking at you? And it got to the point where I was like, no, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you how to do this. And then I'm gonna just sit around and look at you, and when you start fucking up, I'm gonna get you right. You know what I mean? Even if something I could say to somebody who spoke English, and like just as long as it took me to say it, I done said it. I'll take the extra 20 minutes. I will type in every word I can to critique what you're doing to help you be better. And here's why. And this is why. My grandmother came from Ponce, Puerto Rico to this country, right? Did not speak no English. Got with my father's father, blah, 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 blah. They made my daddy. And my father's father took off. Who the fuck knows where he went? He popped up in Puerto Rico years later, whatever. Like, we don't fuck with that dude. But my grandmother didn't speak no English. She worked the job she had to work. I was able to be her grandson. Whoop whoop for that shit. But real talk, true story. When I was a child, I remember my grandmother never spoke to me in Spanish. Every once in a while, she said, "Cuchi cuchi de mami," like little shit. You know what I mean? But it she would speak to us in like a broken English. My father only spoke to Spanish with his mom, and it would be like English in her broken English until whatever they were talking about got like serious, and then they switched to Spanish, and that's that's what the fuck that was. But and my mom didn't speak Spanish. That's an Irish girl from Washington Heights. You know what I'm saying? She don't fucking speak Spanish. That's down the steps. Fuck you talking about? If you're from Washington Heights, you know. Yo, so yeah, so when I was a kid, even when we were like, we want to speak Spanish, she'd be like, nah, you can't learn to speak Spanish because you might fuck around and speak it in public. So basically, like, how she was treated coming up, working at the place, and I see people, they even say it out loud in English right in front of them because they're going to be like, nah, let them do that because let the Guatemalans do that. Let the Hondurans do that. Let the fucking Mexicans do that. No, fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that. You know why they don't hire no Puerto Ricans? Because half of them from New York and they switch right out. Like, I was just fucking with you when I said I don't speak English. You can go fuck yourself with that. But these other people, they come from another country. And like I said, today I was at work. My biggest problem at work today was the people here to help me finish my work can't communicate with me, and they don't know what they're doing. So I can't easily say, do this, do this, do this. But when I took my time, bro, I was on Google. I was typing shit into my phone to translate it to Spanish to tell them so they could do what they got to do. And here's why I did it. Because I don't speak Spanish. Why don't I speak Spanish? My father speaks Spanish. My grandmother speaks Spanish. I once heard my grandma say out her mouth, we don't teach you to speak Spanish because we don't want you to mess up and speak it in public. What? Now I say, what? My grandma died at 80-something in 2008. You know what I mean? Do your own math. I don't got... whatever. She was 80-something. You know what I mean? Like... But that was what's in her mind. That was her trauma. Like, if they were speaking Spanish, she said we could pass. That's the type of shit. No, they could pass. You have them speak English. What? If my grandma was alive right now, she'd be like, are you kidding me that you can get paid like $4 or $5 more an hour at certain places if you speak Spanish? Like, it's crazy. So, so today, I felt good, and it was like a epiphany moment right in the middle of the day, man, right at work. I was just like, wow, bro, like, I could be this person, but this person right here is a better dude, So when I could have got out of work by like 1:30 today, I didn't get out till almost 4. And that whole 3.5 hours was split up just between typing and translating and doing this and that. But right now, as I sit here, the day is past. I've been at home a couple hours. I'm reflecting back on my day, and I'm like, you know what? That's the honorable thing to do, because as bad as the worst thing in my day, I still got to come home and see my girl. I got to see my kid. You know what I mean? I was on the phone earlier with my older child, who's got her own child now, who just turned 1. Blessings, you know what I mean? But they're right there. If my daughter called me right now, I could be at her place. A day's time wouldn't go by. You know what I mean? 24 hours wouldn't go by before I'd be there. You know what I mean? Like, I live that close. There's people that ain't even an option, man. So I was working with some men today that just took a leap of faith, went to a country where they don't speak the language, and they're just, you know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine it, but I have the utmost respect for them. They left their family, they left their kids, some of them, they left their mothers, they left their father, they left everything they know to just, that's starting over on a whole new level. People be like, oh, give me props. I moved from my mama's house in Johnstown, New York to fucking Colorado. I'm a fucking G. I just, bitch, they speak English in Colorado just like they speak in Johnstown, and everybody be hush. Fuck you mean? You know what I mean? Like, but that is what it is. I say all that to say this. If you, as an American, are working at any place, construction jobs, kitchen jobs, like wherever you be working that immigrants can slide in, you should make it your business to, if there's somebody that speaks zero English, you should make it your business to be like, hey, I'm gonna help you out. You know what I'm saying? Because the way they got this shit up, the way they have this shit set up, if you don't speak at least a basic English, you're not gonna pass the fucking class to get your citizenship. You know what I mean? That's their rules, not mine. You know, their great grandpapa did not have these same rules. But I'm like, the little things you can do to be like, yo, you're a human being like I'm a human being, and when I leave here, I get to go home to my life, my family that I built. You don't have that fucking option. You know what I'm saying? If you're like, yo, fuck this, I'm gonna go home to my family, you're still waiting a week. It's fucked up. So I just want to let every motherfucking person out there who's like an immigrant, a real immigrant, that's like, yo, I'm going over there to get my bread and I'm out. I fucks with y'all 100, bro. You know what I'm saying? And all these people that are like, they stole my jobs and this and that. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, you just bitching so it looks good when you fill out your welfare papers with your bitch ass, bro. Sucking on the titty. Come on and get it. God bless everybody. A lot of baby out.